Chelsea Cook wants to know whether there is a message from her friend Aaron Waite. Her friend Aaron is in spirit now. Passed about a year ago, I think it was. And of course Chelsea just wants to know whether there's a message for her or maybe the family, maybe and or, you never know, do you? Maybe a message for both. What we'll do, we'll use these mediumship cards here, and on each card there's a pre-written message, and as we shuffle them, Spirit will no doubt manipulate the cards and place the messages in place for us, so that not necessarily word for word as Aaron may say it or would have said it, but certainly it would be the sort of thing. I always tend to refer to these mediumship cards as a bit like a phrase book for the other side, so that they can use that. A bit like Ouija board and Kanzari cards in a similar way. These are really conversation cards, really. That's really what they are. They help us have a conversation with Spirit. And we're going to have a conversation with Aaron now. So let's see what message we've got. Let's ask him if he's there. Let's now bring the two worlds together just for a moment, shall we? As we just shuffle the cards, and as we shuffle we say, Spirit of Aaron Waite, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Aaron Waite, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Aaron Waite, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Aaron Waite, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Aaron Waite, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Aaron Waite, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Aaron Waite and all absent friends. And we just cut the deck there, and then we'll place them, I think we'll just place them to the side there, and then we'll see what message. Shall we just try and move it? Can you still see them just there? Yes, I think you can. If you put them there, then we've just got this room here on the spirit board that we've just placed some crystals down and to try and get a good energy going there for Aaron to come through. And now we've completed that. Less is said so much about Aaron, but to Aaron, as we welcome you, Aaron. Welcome, Aaron, to our sitting. Welcome aboard the good ship, as you would say. And let us now see what message you do have, if it be for Chelsea or the family or both. Let's just see what the first card is on top. Where the deck splits is where it's thought to be at its most energetic point, where Aaron will have helped initiate the conversation. So we'll just flip that card over there, and we'll just see what card that is. And as we can see there, the message on the card just simply says, there is no such thing as death. And we just place that, let's place it there. I think you can just about see that there, can't you? So he's really just saying, maybe to you, and the family as well. He's just saying Chelsea. There's no such thing as death. That's all. But it's as simple as that. I just want you to know that in that sense, I'm very much here, even with you now, because as we know, I'm timeless. I'm a spirit. I'm a soul. And I'm beyond time and space now, because I'm in heaven. I'm in in the Summerlands, as is often referred to. But I just want to just to let you know that I'm not dead, neither. I just want you to let you know that. And let's like I say, there's all these different pictures of people raising their hands up there. He's just saying, I'm not dead, there's no such thing as death, we're very much alive. And he says if all the people are raising their hands up, I suppose, to celebrate life. But it doesn't matter where it is. I mean, I am alive here, you're alive there. You can't see me, I can't see you. But nevertheless, it doesn't mean we're not here, does it? And I think this is really what Aaron is just trying to say, really. Because you can't see me, it doesn't mean I'm not dead. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm not alive. Sorry, it doesn't mean I'm not there with you. Let's see what the next card is. Let's just see what the next message is there as we just I'll just rotate that for you there, just so you can see that. And that's a nice one, isn't it? It just says we have been together in dreams. And that's what he's just saying there. He's just saying there's no such thing as death, Chelsea, and I just want to know that we have been together in dreams. When you have seen me, it isn't just a memory of the past. It is me. That's the way I channel myself to you. Because remember, it's the mind that sees, isn't it? Even when we do things like crystal gazing and scrying and things like that, it's not really the eyes that see in that situation. It's the eyes don't see them, so they're just lenses, aren't they? It's the mind that sees. And in the same way, if we're using crystals to gaze with our eyes, or are using our eyes then to gaze, or if we use our mind in dreams, he's just saying I can come to you in dreams, and I can speak to you that way. And anything I've said to you, just remember what it was. Just remember as well that I am, in the sense that I'm not dead, there's no such thing as death, and that's why I've come to you in dreams. It's as if he's saying, isn't it? I'll come to you in dreams, and that's why. And we have been, like I say, he says, we have been together in dreams. And the reason why is because there's no such thing as death. That's the reason why we've been together in dreams. It isn't that I'm just not there and you're just remembering something from when I was there. You're actually you're experiencing me, but where I am now, not where I am there. That's all. And the mind that sees is able to see when relaxed, isn't it? When asleep. Let's move on. I normally pull out about 3 cards, of course, but I mean, it just depends, doesn't it, where it goes from here, of course. Let's just flip this next card over. I think here, Aaron might think you're blaming yourself a bit, because he's just saying here, it's not your fault. He's just saying there, Chelsea. He's saying, of course, there's no such thing as death, Chelsea. We've been together in dreams, and I just want you to know it's not your fault. What happened? I'm sort of like getting that. Although what happened isn't written on the card, I'm sort of sensing what happened is not your fault. He's sort of saying what happened is not your fault. Don't blame yourself, Chelsea. This seems to be a message for you, doesn't it? Really, to that degree. It's not your fault. Don't go blaming yourself. I come to you in dreams, and I will tell you, and maybe in one of the dreams, I will tell you that maybe I already have done, in the sense of maybe I've passed the hint. And that sort of thing. He feels as if he may be passing the hint to you in the dream that it's not your fault as well. For what happened. For what happened. I'm getting that in my head. Going round. I don't know why. I feel at this point now, normally we do the 3 cards, of course, but I somehow get this feeling as though I want just maybe, not a few more, but certainly about 2 more, I think. Feel like number 2 in my head. Let's just pull out 2 more just to see what else he's got to add to that. Maybe that's what it is. He's just sensing, or I'm sensing that, maybe feeling that somehow. And he's just saying here, I watch over you every day. It's not your fault. I watch over you every day. And of course, when we've been together in dreams, I can watch over you that way as well. And of course, when things happen, when you feel, oh, that was lucky that happened, and I nearly had an accident there, but he was lucky that it was like as if somebody put their arm out and stopped me from falling or something. I had that when I went to a Buddhist pagoda once. It was somewhere in Birmingham, and it was like a retreat type place, you know. And I tripped and just tripped down every damn step, and I never fell over. And it was as if there was like an energy there, sort of holding me up. Of course, it's your balance, isn't it, as well, at work as well. But when you bear in mind I've got a gammy leg, that doesn't necessarily go in my favour. And I can sort of empathise with maybe how you feel there, Chelsea, about that. If somehow some things have happened, or just some things from situation has happened, not so much from tripping over a step or something like that, but oh well, I didn't realise that bill isn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be, or it's as if somebody's watching over me and not making the phone bill as expensive, or the gas bill or electric bill or something. Over in Britain, of course, we have silly things like taxes on watching television. You're actually taxed to watch the television, and when you bear in mind a lot of the television sort of commercial adverts, you're paying the government to watch adverts, and it's disheartening, really, to think that human beings can treat one another like that, really, to some degree. But back to this again. And it's as if I think Aaron may have had that sort of approach. It's not your fault that life has treated you bad. Maybe that's what he means as well. It's not your fault that life has treated you bad, and I just really, like I say, I just want you to know that I watch over you every day, and when things sort of, you think something's going to happen and it ends up not happening, I just want you to just to remember that maybe just somebody is there, aren't they? And I said 2 cards, of course, didn't I? And I just feel like this other one here. What's this about? Oh, that's the Stairway to Heaven thing, that one, isn't it? And he's just saying there that you've nothing to feel guilty about. So it looks as though, although I've just told you it's not your fault, it isn't your fault there. I watch over you every day. You've nothing to feel guilty about. You've nothing to feel guilty maybe about me watching over you every day. I don't know. I mean, that's just me sort of thinking. But you've nothing to feel guilty about, maybe that, because I'm your friend, Chelsea, remember? That sort of senses it as though somebody's saying, I'm your friend, Chelsea. And wouldn't friends look out for one another wherever they are? That's what I'm sort of getting there. I don't know if you've got any messages for the family or anything. I'll go through these cards just briefly again, I think. I just somehow feel as though And I also just want to straighten that crystal up there. I think somebody knocked it, i.e. me. What about that other crystal? That's a nice one, isn't it? I had these crystals from, I don't know where I had them from actually. I found them on the mantelpiece, and ever since I don't know what happened. So anyway, let's just go through these cards just briefly and resume, as you would say. Aaron, he's just, as we know, he's said so far, just said Chelsea, that he just said there's no such thing as death. I just want you to know that, and I just want you to also know that we've been together in dreams, and I just want you to know also, I just want to remind you, really, that's sort of the sense I want to remind you coming through there. Chelsea, I just want to remind you that it's not your fault. I just want you to just know that, and I want to remind you, not so much know it, but remind you it's not your fault. I watch over you every day, and you've nothing to feel guilty about. So that's nice, isn't it? I've got a funny feeling there you're blaming yourself for something. Of course, naturally, I suppose it's easy to feel bad about things, isn't it? In that regard. So what we'll do then, I think, with that, Aaron, it was pleased to meet you. Like I say, it was frank and to the point, wasn't it? Really, I suppose. But nevertheless, it was more of a reassuring sort of message there that you've given. Nice to know that you are just watching over every day, and it's just nice to know that you tell her it's not her fault, because if it isn't her fault, it's no use feeling guilty over something that you're not to blame for, and maybe you, like a lot of us, we're sort of accused every now and again of things that we haven't done, and it must be terrible to not so much accuse somebody else, but accuse yourself of something. That must be terrible to do that, but of course, that's what it's like, isn't it? And this is how we learn to cope. We're not here to get over it, we're here to cope, aren't we? I think. So, with that, Aaron, we'll just gather your cards up now, if you don't mind, and we'll just place all of your cards, we'll just turn them over like that with them all together, and we'll just place your cards there, Aaron, if you don't mind, and then I'll get the rest of the deck and just place the rest of the deck on top, and we now say farewell, Aaron, and we just would like to know that, and remind us, as we do so, let us all close our eyes and visualise a door open with a light shining through it, and as we just close down the setting, as we close the setting, we and lay Aaron back to rest again in the light, we visualise the door closing slowly and the light gradually fading out until the door is closed. So let's all do that now, as we say, love is the law, love is the bond. Merry did we meet, merry do we part, and merry may we meet again. Blessed be to Aaron Waite and all absent friends.